Okay, in this video, we're going to concentrate on one task, and that's going to be setting up S2member. S2member is going to be what protects us from people downloading our stuff, and it's also going to take the payments for us. Just make sure only people that pay for it get access to it. Okay, so we're going to go over to plugins and add new. Okay, here we're going to type in S2member. S2member is a free plugin. So we're going to download the framework here. So install. Okay. We're going to activate. Okay. So let's just get right to it now. We're going to go down to S2member and we're going to go up to general options. Okay, so in deactivation safeguard, you want to make sure that says yes. We're going to go through this very quickly because I'm just going to give you the steps and you just need to follow them. We're not going to go into any great explanation. So security encryption key, we're going to click auto generate. Okay, now we're not going to worry about this next one or this one or this one or even email configuration. You can use the defaults there. Now you can change that if you want. Open registration, make sure that's set to no and it is by default. Member level labels. Okay, so these are just what the levels are that you're going to use in your site. Now we're only going to use one level, so we only have to worry about the one that says bronze member. So we can just say paid. That's all we need there. You can call it whatever you want, whatever makes sense to you. Okay, force WordPress to use your labels, just leave that at no. Okay, now here you can design the login, the way the login looks, and you can bring in your logos and so on. If you want to do that, you can go ahead, but there's no need to. Okay. Okay, this is for profile fields and options. We don't need to change anything in here, but you can add new fields if you want. And here we have the login welcome page. Now this we must have. Okay, now this page is where they go when they log in. So this can be your table of contents if you want, or you can just have a special members area where they log in and then from there send them off to whatever page you want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just right now, I'm just going to put the sample page that came with WordPress in there. Okay, membership options page. Now this we're going to be using as well. And what this does is when people sign up for a membership, this is where they pay. Now, all we're going to have is one membership option, which will be just to collect the payment. Now we don't have a page there yet, so we need to add a page. Profile modifications and URL shortening service. Okay, let's save all changes. And then let's just go add those two things that we need. Okay, so let's go to pages and add new. Now I'm going to right click on all pages and open a new tab so I can have two tabs going at once while I'm setting this up. Okay, and then we are going to add new. And then we will call this welcome to the members area. So this will be our welcome page. We're going to change that. Then you can put whatever you want here. Give them some introduction or whatnot. And you can come and fill this in later. Okay, so I have some welcome message and instructions for now. Okay, and then over here, we're going to set this to require level 1. Okay, now let's publish. Okay, now let's go Add new again. And this is our page where we will take payments. So say get your copy. Now. Okay, so we'll be pasting a payment button on here later. So that's all I'm going to put in here right now. That's all we need. We'll publish. Now, one thing I should have done first, we should have gone and turned the comments off for everything. Right now, let's go into screen options and let's click on discussion. And now when we go down here, you'll see that comments are allowed. So I'm going to turn those off and update these two pages. And let's trash this one. And then this one. Same deal. We need to turn this off and update. Okay, now to make sure that doesn't happen again, we'll go into settings and discussion. And then we're going to turn these off. Just untick those two. And we'll save. So we won't get any more comments on there. Okay, so now let's go back to the S2member options. Let's click on general options again just to reload the page so that it picks up that we've added these pages. Now, we have to go down and login welcome page. So let's click here now. You'll see welcome to the members area. That's the one we want for the login welcome page. And then membership options page. This is where we're going to put our payment button, which we get your copy now. Okay, so there we go. Let's save those. Okay, the next thing we need to do is go and set up our PayPal options. Okay, now there's several parts you need. You need your account details, your IPN integration, and your payment data transfer auto return integration. Now here you have your sign up emails standard, and you can use the defaults or you can change those. And then confirmations, these are for specific posted page purchases, which we're not going to use. And EOT behavior just means if you refund them, what happens, okay? Now the first thing, we go into account details. Now here, your PayPal merchant ID, your PayPal email address, your PayPal API username and API password. You can find all of that in your PayPal account underneath the profile options. Okay, then down here you have your developer sandbox. So if you have it at no, that's using your PayPal account, your live account. If you click yes, you can use the PayPal sandbox to test it out. Enable button encryption, you're going to want to set that to yes. Enable logging, I would leave this at no unless you have a problem. So that's all you need. So I'm just going to sign into my PayPal account and I'm going to put these things in here. Now if you're having trouble finding them, you can see here, if you click on this link, it'll show you where all these are. So let's click here. It opens a new page and it just gives an illustration of where you're going to find the API credentials. Okay, so just go and find all the information that you need for that page. Okay, so next thing we need is IPN integration. So what you need to do is turn on PayPal IPN. This is the instant payment notification with PayPal. Now, if you're already using that, you do not need to put this URL in there. You can only have one URL in PayPal instant payment notifications, but it does know what it's doing if you have more than one. So it will use this URL. Now let me just show you where you go and do that. Okay, so once you're in your PayPal account, you're going to go to Profile and you'll get a page like this. And then what you want to do is go down to My Selling Tools. Now here's where you're going to find your API access. If you click Update there, that's where you can get that. And then down here, you'll see Instant Payment Notifications. So you click Update there. And then you need to make sure that this is on. Now, if it's not on, you'll turn it on, and then you're going to put the URL in here that we saw back here. If you're already using it and there's a URL in there, then you have nothing to do in this step. Okay, now payment data return. You need to make sure that that is turned on as well. Okay, and there's a URL here for it as well. So let's go back here, and then let's go back to my profile. And then here you'll see website preferences. This is in the same spot here. So we're going to go over here. Click update there. Now you need to make sure auto return is on here. And then you have the URL there. Now you can enter the one that we saw on our membership page, or if there's already one there, then you don't need to change it. Okay, so you see the URL on here. You can use this URL if there's nothing in it. Okay, so you need to put in the PayPal identity token. So you have payment data transfer, and you need to make sure that's on. And then your identity token, you need to grab that and copy it, and then paste it in here. Okay, these are your emails. Automatic EOT will go down to this, and we need it enabled and demote. That's all we need. Save. Okay, now we're going to create a button for joining our site. So we'll go to PayPal buttons. Okay, and this is for level 1 access because that's how we set it up. Okay, so we go to the price here. So whatever the price is going to be for your ebook. Now here, we're going to change it from monthly to a one-time for lifetime access. Okay, unless you wanted to do it differently, but that's how you're likely going to want to do it for an ebook. Now here, if you have a checkout page style, you can put this in here. Now this is for your PayPal styles that you can set in your PayPal account, and then of course your currency here. And then here we have the description. So get access to the ebook or whatever you want here. Okay, custom capabilities, we don't need to use this in this case. Custom capabilities are another layer of security that you can use if you want. Okay, so let's just generate the button. Click OK. And then we copy this. Alright, now all we got to do is go to our page, all pages, and this is where we're going to put our button in and get your copy now. Okay, so some more info, whatever you're going to put here. $9.97 for lifetime access. Okay, and then you just paste that code right there. Now, if you want to change the image for the button, you can just put a URL to the PayPal button here. Right here where it says default. You can just put a URL there to a proper payment button. Let's update. Okay, so now we'll test this part. Let's view the page. And this should just bring us up a payment page here. Let's just make sure it does. Okay, so this is where you're going to direct them from your sales page when you want them to purchase. Okay, so we'll click here, and this should bring us up a button or a place to pay. Okay, so now when somebody goes through the payment page, they will set up their user account, and then they'll be emailed a password. Okay, in the next video, we're going to start with the setup of the ebook.